Warning, this episode begins with some close harmony singing. You've been warned.
I can't do it.
Roxanne, Roxanne, Roxanne.
That's it, use that powerful voice.
Roxanne.
Oh! Baby.
What are you doing?
It's a Rob and Helen date night podcast.
I'm not. This is a theme tune. What? Those noises.
Come on. We drop the kids at school at 9 and pick them up at 3.
How many times? It's 3:15.
Spend the day together doing some activity.
What's that?
And then we're gonna make sweet love. Yeah.
My mum might listen to this.
It's You should be in bed.
Mum told me to go upstairs.
Get in bed.
Have you found it,
No,
Kim?
I haven't found it yet.
Where the long sleeved are then?
Yeah. What is it you're after,
Is
mate?
it in the boot room? Did you have a t-shirt on under it? Did you take it off?
I mean, this is the most unprofessional start to a podcast there's ever been.
Well, you started it before we'd got the boy
Well,
child to bed.
I thought the boy child was in bed.
Well, he isn't.
Let's not let this start by being a
Because he
row.
can't find his PE top. Have you washed it? Of course not.
Whoa! Oh! Have you been splitting wood all day? Of course not. Oh. Ah!
You are? Oh yeah, it is PE tomorrow. Well done. Hang on, I'm just going to have to know.
All right. God, well, I mean, I suppose this is the reality of podcasting from the home office, stroke kitchen, equidistant from both small people's bedrooms. And very beck and call, as McKellen would say. So, Helen, welcome to the podcast.
What do you mean?
I'm just welcoming you to the podcast. I'm
It's
welcoming
my
you to listen.
podcast. You can't welcome me to my own podcast.
It's our podcast. It's our podcast.
It should be called Helen and Rob's Date Night Podcast.
Well, if you did the editing, then I'll consider doing that. So, it's Helen and Rob's Date Night. No, it doesn't have the same ring to it. Rob and Helen's
Generally,
Date Night
couples
Podcast.
always have an order, don't they? Like, if they're a couple,
Yeah.
you always say them in a certain order, and if you say them the other way around, it's not quite right, is it?
Yeah.
But some people, I think, call us... I think some people... We're recording.
We are
Boy
trying
child.
to record a professional podcast.
My jumper.
I don't know where your
Christ.
jumper is. Where did you last have your jumper? Which jumper?
My school jumper.
Your jumper.
You just put it in the pile of washing on the floor.
School jumper.
Yes, on the floor underneath your shirt. You just put it on the floor.
There'll be a degree of editing. Don't worry.
Roxanne, Roxanne.
So yes, you say them certain ways round.
Yeah, but I think Rob and Helen can go either way.
Helen and Rob.
Yeah,
Helen
some-
and
No, some people
Helen and-
say Helen and Rob.
Rob and Helen is easy
Helen
to say.
and Rob. Helen and Rob. Helen and Rob. We don't do
No, I
that.
didn't do it. I did it at the
You know
dog.
what, Rob? You've been in the toilet all day and you've used about 5 toilet rolls.
Well, because I've been eating chicken.
That's not an answer. That makes no sense.
What was it I wrote down to ask you? What was it I said from
You're
the
doing my head in.
I know. What was it I said from the toilet the other day that you said you were not allowed to? I can't stand you saying that from the toilet. What was it I
Oh,
said?
it's appalling. No, it really upset
Go on,
me.
tell me what was it?
It was
I was
something
in
like...
I was in the loo upstairs.
It
You were
was
downstairs.
something like...
Yep.
Oh, there she is. It was something awful like that.
So sorry. And I came back in to watch the telly with you. And what did you say?
It was horrible. It was really unpleasant. Not funny.
Oh, there she is. No, you can't say that. Like I was giving birth to a ship.
It was. It was
Like a
really
giant
horrid.
ship.
It was horrid.
Would it be all right if I just went, all done?
No, no talking.
No. That went well.
No.
No problems to report.
Light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. Thank you, Sunshine. That one's staying in. Your jumper's probably just where you put it down. Now, so the podcast...
Let me give you 2 names. You decide what order they go in. Okay.
No, actually, let's talk about it. Rob and Helen. Helen and... It's the
Helen
double
and
N.
Rob. Helen and Rob.
Helen and Rob.
It's a good better song.
Rob and Helen.
No, see, that's good.
Helen and Rob is better to sing, but Rob and Helen's easier to say.
All right.
So let's say, okay.
I'm going to give you 2 imaginary names, and you're going to decide what order.
Also, as well, notwithstanding, Helen and Rob is easier to sing when it's to the Blankety Blanks tune. But there might be other tunes where it's easy to say Rob and Helen. Like the EastEnders tune. Rob and Helen's date night.
Helen and Rob's date night. Equal.
Which one sounds the best? It's hard to really know.
All right, I'm going to give you 2 names.
Yeah.
And you're going to decide what order you would say them if you were addressing them on an envelope.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we've got a person called Mary.
Mary, yeah.
And we've got a person called Mark.
A person called Mary and a person called Mark.
Now, what order?
So, you right. Mary and Mark, bum bum. Mary and Mark. So Mary first if you sing Blankety Blank. If I sing EastEnders, Mary and Mark. Let me try again. Mark and Mary. Mary every time with Mary and Mark. Yeah.
What about if you're just saying it?
Mary and Mark. Mark and Mary.
I think Mark and Mary.
Yeah, but if I'm singing it, both songs, Mary and Mark fits better.
So if you're out there, Mark and Mary,
yeah,
don't despair. If Rob's ever singing your name,
yeah, I'm singing.
It'll be
Mary
first, Mary.
And I'm actually saying Mary Mark if I'm saying it, and Helen thinks it's Mark first if she's saying it. Either way, we've filled 5 minutes.
Roxanne.
So today's podcast, Helen, you've got to. Well, actually, it's. I'm recording the intro. This bit now to completely.
Can I tell the listeners what I've done with my day?
Yeah, you can tell the listeners what you've done with your day. It's night. It's 8:30 now, and Helen's decided she's too tired to record the podcast tonight. I've taken that completely on board, and I'm fine with that.
Right.
We're going to record in the morning.
So I had all these plans. Right. Our son had an inset day.
Yeah.
Which obviously he really needed after being back at school for a day.
Yeah, well, they have been back a long time.
Oh my God. So he had an inset day, and I had this plan that we were going to do. I was going to walk the dogs, walk up to the child to school, walk the dog, and to meet somebody and have a chat about something. And then I was going to watch The Social Dilemma with our son, and then we were going to feel smug about him not having a smartphone. That was the plan, right? Yeah. That was my day, all planned out. Of just smug feelings. And you know what happened?
Go on.
I got completely lost on Twitter. Twitter took me away from what...
Darling, it's Twitter.
Took me away from watching The Social Dilemma, which is about Twitter taking you away from things.
Yeah.
So then, I get totally dragged into trying to... First of all, I texted somebody and said, how much would it cost to have somebody run my social media for me? Do you know how much it costs? Guess.
Go on.
Guess
I
how much?
dread to think.
£500 a month. For 3 posts a week.
Those people are committing what can only be described as a burglary.
I couldn't believe it. Anyway.
Well, genuinely, for 3 posts a week.
3 posts a week on 2 platforms.
I'm in the wrong game.
I know.
What, so you just make up 3 tweets a day?
A week.
A week?
Yeah.
And it's £500 a month. So you've just got to come up with 12... Hang on. What's 500 divided by 12?
Maybe I read it wrong. But obviously, that's not going to happen.
Genuinely, what kind of card-carrying fuckwit would pay someone £500 a month to come up with 12 tweets that no one gives a shit about? That world's gone mad, Ellen.
Dad's gone mad. So anyway, then I went down the rabbit hole of, right, I don't want to be on these things anymore, but they are really addictive and I can see why they're beneficial. So I can't just leave them because actually...
Well, the huge question is, are they beneficial?
That's
what you need.
though.
But I don't know whether they are because that's why you need to watch The Social Network.
I've made contact with 4 different people who have now read my book
Yeah.
that I wouldn't have been able to get their addresses or make contact with them
Okay.
other than on Twitter. And literally, I responded to a tweet the other day.
Yeah.
And immediately, do you want to come on the podcast? Yes, please.
Yeah, but also you may have contacted those people, but you've lost contact with the people in your own home.
Anyway, so then I go down a rabbit hole of
Yeah.
trying to go on one of these sites that are like meant to help you manage it all in one place, and you can schedule all of your things, and they tell you, oh my god, it took me so long and it's not even working. I spent all day trying to sort my addiction out, and it's not even worked.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised so far in the podcast, please just write in and I will knock up some kind of a fact sheet for you.
Bedtime. You brush your teeth. You're doing wimpy.
Harmonise.
Roxanne, 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 Roxanne.
So I would never heard that song before. Instantly comes in, bang, she's harmonising. No, I'll cut the argument out. Okay. Don't worry about it, I'll leave this bit in. Okay. Good morning.
Morning. You don't need to do that every time.
Okay. And also I realise that we're quite near the Moomin, so I shouldn't
You're
do
very
that.
close to me.
I'm close to you because I'm
barging me.
I'm broadcasting outside.
But you're putting me into the ditch.
Okay, sorry, let me put myself in the ditch.
Okay.
Like an old-fashioned gentleman in case someone empties a latrine out of the window and you, the lady, are walking in the middle of the road, not covered in any faeces or urine.
Thank you.
So, it's Date Night Podcast, Helen, and...
Day 2.
Day 2. Well, let's not put days into it because it's going to create an editing nightmare. They don't know what days we record this on.
You don't know what day it is. Rob, dear listener...
I'm up!
It's 2 minutes past 9 and Rob's up. He's been up. He got up at 7:30 this morning, which is...
Awful.
A record by by a long way. You've not been up that early for a long, long time, have you?
No, and I'll tell you, Helen, I'm very happy to be here.
How happy were the children to see you before they went to school? They were thrilled.
They were thrilled, but that's because I have a lot of charisma.
Well, you've walked to school with us,
yep.
And now we've done the long route. Isn't it lovely?
It is lovely.
We've been on a long, long walk in the cold autumnal day.
It feels like it
And don't you feel good?
I do.
Do your eyes still feel like they're bleeding?
Yes. Do yours?
No, because I do it every day.
Yes. And also, you get to wear. You've decided to go with a full face of makeup today.
I've gone full face of makeup.
I tell you what, Helen, looking hot.
A pencil dress.
At 40. So let's talk about that. How do you stay hot?
We
at
need to
40?
put the big dog on the lead.
Oh, let's put the big dog on the lead. And there's people who wonder why we're talking to ourselves. So, Ronnie.
The big dog.
Anyway, I'll do this bit now.
Ronnie!
So, for today's podcast, Helen.
No, we need to get the big dog on.
Rod!
Where is he?
He's coming. He just takes him a long time.
I never let him off.
Rondo!
For this very reason.
He'll have taken the shortcut, won't he?
He's here. Look, what's he
is.
doing?
Right, there we go.
Coming out of the allotment.
Probably found a sandwich somewhere. Right, so here's the choice. You've got 2 options for today's podcast, Helen. For the Date Night Pod. Don't worry, stop panicking. I've got the lead.
When he's on the lead, I'll be able to concentrate on the Date Night
I'm
Pod.
going to clip Ron on and simultaneously broadcast.
All right, ready?
Oh, Ron.
Yeah, it was a sandwich. I think it had a ham in it.
Come on, Ron. Hey, how you doing? You all right? Oh, yeah. Right, so, yes, you've got 2 options today, Helen, for the Date Night
Shall we
Podcast.
tell the Date Night as what we did last night?
Tell us what we did.
Oh, God, that cow's too much on the path.
Yeah, we'll go
have to go
round.
round.
We'll go round, yeah.
Go on.
Well, we played...
Look at them. They're both cows.
They're bullocks, those, Helen.
Do you want to test the theory of if you just walk through calmly, that they won't bother you?
No, I don't...
We could do that. Could be a Date Night Pod.
I never do that.
Walking past cows in a field in the countryside. Oh, Ron,
It's not going to happen, is it? Ron's not going to do
They
that.
are lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Very
but they're
stampy,
also,
though.
Yeah, they're stampy and mental.
Yeah.
Stampy and mental, that could be their names. Good name for an aggressive cow-based detective or solicitor's business. Stampy and mental.
Hello, Stampy and Mental.
Yeah, do you know, actually, it is Stampy and mental. That's like bad cop and badder cop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, you've got two choices, Helen. When we return to the lodgings, we can either... We've got two games we can play.
Cleaning the bathrooms. It's my day to clean the bathrooms. We could do that. I was a date that bad.
I think our listeners deserve a lot more
All right.
than watching you. Well, the sounds of me and
There'd
you
be good sounds, wouldn't they? Plunging.
removing
Oh
Todd
God!
streaks.
After your torrid time over the last 2 days, I don't think I should
Whoa.
have to clean them.
Oh!
It's been
Damn it!
awful.
Damn it!
Go on.
Yes. So you got two choices. Is it going to be?
I'm not going to let you get.
No, you're not, are you? Is it going to be choice A? Is it choice A? We can play an AI game.
I don't know what that
An
means.
artificial intelligence game.
Like when we were locked in that room by
Yeah, it's a
Alexa.
bit like that on a computer. Been
No.
suggested by Chris Tuckley.
I'm not sure about that.
All
Chris
right.
Tuckley.
Or
Thank you.
we
though.
can. Yep. Yeah.
It stressed me out. I'm still.
Okay.
I'm still getting
traumatised
over. Yeah,
from
yeah,
the panic room. Was it called a panic room?
I don't know.
Escape room.
It's called an escape room. Go on.
I'm suffocating room.
No, a
That's what
panic
it's
room
called.
is where you go in if if something's happening outside, isn't it?
People have them built
Like
into.
a bomb-proof room.
Yeah, Hollywood celebs have them built into their
There's
room.
one in the White House.
Yeah, well, a lot.
There are films made about them. There's one in that one with Damien. What's his face?
Damien Lewis.
Yeah. There's a panic
Homeland.
room. Homeland. There's a panic room, and they're all in the panic room, and he's got a bomb strapped to him.
But I think a lot of people that live in those really massive, like, wanky houses, they have panic rooms.
Do they?
Yeah, they'll have them built in.
No, but
yeah,
you
they do.
actually
They dig
have
out the
a panic
basement
room.
and they build a panic room. I just go in the toilet. And start
That's
emitting.
generally where you panic, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It's the perfect place
Where
to
I panic when you're in there.
It's the perfect place to panic because it's got the necessary plumbing to handle the panic, and you're also creating, in many ways, a chemical layer of defence.
Yeah. Go on. What's number 2?
Right, or is it B? We're gonna have a game of 6 foot snooker with full commentary, like when we used to. Because I thought, when we first met,
Yeah.
then we go down to breaks in
Too close
Southfields.
to me again. You're pushing me into the nettles
I'm
now.
just trying to pick up your gorgeous dulcet tones. When we used to go down to breaks in Southfields,
Yeah.
and that's where, in many ways, our love was fostered over the green bays, wasn't it?
Yep. With a turbo shandy.
With a turbo shandy. But now you're off the piss.
Yes.
But we can have a game of 6 foot snooker.
Could have a non-alcoholic turbo shandy.
Yeah, with full commentary. Okay, Helen. Let's play. This always was going to be one of the issues of playing in the kitchen.
Well, if
No,
you tidy
no,
up, it would
tidying
be
it. We all tidy as we go. Let's not start with a row. We're trying to play professional
There's an
snooker.
electricity cable in the sink.
Yes, so get away from the sink.
It shouldn't be.
I don't want to film you getting electrocuted to death. Come away from the sink.
I'm just trying to. I don't want people seeing the reality, the disgusting reality of our
People
kitchen.
love the reality.
Why? Oh,
of the
why
kitchen.
is there mouthwash on the kitchen side?
I don't know. Why is your deodorant on the kitchen side?
And your body wash.
Why is there a half mouldy lemon on the side? We don't know. We don't. No one knows. No one knows. But Helen, let's play snooker because it's very important to us because our relationship was very much.
The lemon is
formed-
not mouldy. May I just say, the lemon is perfectly fine.
Can you stop tidying? I've done some tidying.
Clearly not
We've
enough.
done enough. Let's play snooker. Come on. Right. So, our relationship was in many ways. Leave things. Stop tidying stuff. Was in many ways founded. I had a glass of wine last night and I don't feel good for it.
I can tell you've got red wine eyes.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, that could be a song, couldn't it?
Red wine eyes. He's here again, the man with the red wine eyes.
Yeah.
So, our relationship began over the bay, so it's
It
very
did.
important to us.
It is.
You've dressed immaculate like a quality lady snooker player in all black.
I am feeling like a well-turned-out 40-year-old.
Great. Well, you look hot at 40, Helen. Tell me about being hot at 40. How do you look hot at 40?
You wear clean clothes without holes in.
Okay, well, I've taken all of that advice on board. Right, so which hand is the chalk in? Is it in my right hand
That
or my
one.
left hand? Wrong. It's in my right hand. Do you want to...
You'll break.
I'm breaking off. Okay.
If you like the podcast and you want to support, join at patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Not a very good song. Just join patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Patreon.com/Rob Rouse for 5 days a week or thereabouts. Comedy direct to your inbox. Sketches, music, a lot better than this, by the way. All sorts of funny stuff. And you can join for £1 a month, and you'll get the very latest Date Night podcast episodes plopping into your inbox. And we're like, 4 months ahead on there. Anyway, but there's shit loads of stuff on there. Just patreon.com/Rob Rouse.
I'll just squeeze around the dog and get that pencil for scoring.
The professionals all have to negotiate radiators, don't they?
Yeah, and we have got, like classic snooker, we've got wrong.
And dogs, yeah, that will bite if you tread on their
Yeah, if you
feet.
tread on them, you're going to get bit. Here we go, so I'm breaking off.
It's only a game, so give it any time. I'm gonna be snookering you tonight.
Big break!
I feel like all of the balls
Helen,
will end up down
I've
this
done
end.
everything I can to level the
It's
table.
definitely not level. I could tell that from that initial shot.
I've got the spiders off it, so you're lucky. Right.
I'm gonna be snookering you tonight.
Okay. So, and we'll keep a nice...
Now the camera's in my way.
Watch out for the camera crew. Tell me you're moving the camera! I'll just put this out, you can move that camera and put it back.
I did just touch the white, but that's because of your stupid camera. But we're not going to do fouls for things that...
No, you'd work round the crew though, Helen, as best you can.
Oh, did you see that?
Safety shot, you...
Did you see that?
You little shit. Right.
I don't think it was a very good safety shot, was it? Is it touching ball?
It's not touching ball, no. Let's develop the reds a little bit there. There we go. Right. Good shot. One. I score for you, you score for me.
Okay.
1. Eight. Which referee am I being there, Helen?
8.
I'm being referee Len Ganley, my favourite ever snooker referee. So what are you thinking here? Talk us through what you're doing
I'm
here.
ended up
Remember,
in
we
a
are
bit of a pickle
still
here.
broadcasting here, so
I thought I might end up a little bit
thought you could develop the reds, but no.
no. So I might go for a cannon, Rob.
You're going to smash the shit out of all the balls. Is that what you're going to do? Yeah.
And
Oh!
there we go.
Name! Now, when you meant you fluke, you meant to just tap the table.
It wasn't a fluke. I said cannon, and it cannoned in.
That will be in the funniest moments.
I said cannon,
Yes.
and it cannoned in. What's fluky about that? Pink top corner.
Top corner, here we go. Says it. Vote of confidence. Oh! Nearly an amazing pot. Right, I'm hungry for points. So, how many you won? That was 8.
Yep. I might go and get the actual thing.
It's outside somewhere. Look, we haven't got time. We haven't got time. Let's just play.
I like the scoreboard. Very good. 1.
It's just a bit of a slope there. It's still running. And this is really the key to playing in the kitchen is using a short cue, being very adaptable around the
I
space.
didn't get 8, you twat. I got 9.
Oh, you did? Yeah, sorry.
You were cheating at Scrabble last night. You know what he was doing, dear listener?
No, I just got
It
one
was
score wrong. You don't-
19 points up instead of 16.
I'll throw it out there. I think twat is a little bit heavy. And you've not even kept my score. How many am I on? 8. Oh, bollocks! I was on for a highest break there of the tournament.
But you didn't get it.
You're on the highest break of the
Yeah.
tournament, Helen, with 9.
I'll just put your score down.
Oh, I'll do that.
It's alright, I've done it.
Okay.
But we need the proper scoreboard.
So was sending out an
was a belch, wasn't it? Recorded burp. That's going on the podcast later. Oh, in and out off the jaws there. Helen, this is we need to commentate on what's happening. Missed red to the centre pocket there by Helen, because we can't just think about this visually. Some people are
I know, but
listening.
you're filming it, so it puts me off. I think you need to stop filming.
Just imagine you're not
things.
being filmed, and then let's make the podcast, okay? And crucially, let's just stop arguing. It's meant to be. This is meant to be fun. Just undoing a belt. There could be some gas coming.
So when my dad used to play snooker, when I was visiting him at the weekend in my broken home. He used to play snooker on a Sunday night, and when I was there, he would take me and sit me in a chair and say, wherever they are, just stare hard into their eyes when they're taking the shot. And he was in a proper league.
Just to try and put them off?
Yeah.
Is that because you were boss-eyed?
No, he used to just try and get me to send powers from my eyes to put them off just by looking.
I suppose it kept you busy, didn't it?
I know, but I really did think that I had powers to do that.
That's basically just old school 80s parenting. I remember once someone told my sister to watch the test card to see if the girl in the clown moved. Kept her busy for about 3 hours.
I mean, the amount of snooker that was played, I must have been in that snooker club for bloody hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's testament to...
No other children there.
It's essentially neglect. Oh!
Do you like that?
Powerful.
That's meant to have stopped there.
You've got to play to the table.
Very irritating.
Helen's complaining that the white rolled on a little bit there.
I've snookered myself. No,
with the slope of the table.
Thing has, we need to wedge that up.
I wedged up that side because it was falling away that side. Essentially, there's a crown in the middle of the table. Come on. Stop saying it's shit.
I'm going for the black.
High quality, what is kitchen soup if you don't have to lift your elbow high to avoid the thermostat? So foul on the black. That's 7 points to me.
That was so close.
So I'm on 15 and you got 1, so you're on 10. So Rouse streaks into the lead. That's the sound of chalk going on the cue there, just for my audio listeners. I'm
gutted that the audio listeners might not have been able to see my
missed white to the middle pocket.
amazing shot.
Well, all the audio listeners are our patrons, so they'll be able to watch the whole game online after the podcast goes up. The full edited frame.
Do you think we should have done it in
live?
No, in the speeded up one, because it takes a very long time to get to the end of
No, people will happily watch a whole hour of shit snooker. Without a doubt.
Well, I just hit
foul
red and pocket. I didn't foul on the black, Rob.
You tried to hit a red and you hit the black.
I didn't.
Yes, you did. I've got it on film. 7 points. It's the other Joe filming. It stops her being an awful cheat. Oh, I tried to use the slope. Oh, it's going back in. Yes! What a pot! What a pot! So, for the audio listeners,
this is
that ball, bounced out the pocket.
This is like crazy snooker.
Rolled away from the pocket and then fell in.
I'm wedging it up.
Alright, we're all playing with the same rules, Helen. Can I just play my next shot before you start? No, we'll just take out
it's ridiculous.
Just take out the wedge on that side, because I wedged it up that side.
Why?
Because it was rolling off that side, but it's because the table is held up in the middle, so it's crowning. There's a crown in the middle of the table. It's crown green snooker, Helen. Right, let me just play my shot. Don't move the table, I'm about to put pink.
Oh,
I didn't foul, so 6 to you. 1 to me, 6 to you. Here we go.
So you're on 23, I'm on 16.
We've got 5 live calling me in 15 minutes, Helen.
We'll do this in 15 minutes. Oh, not with shots like that.
No.
I don't like the middle pockets.
No, they're tough, the middle bags.
They're very difficult.
They are tough, the middle bags. Right, so I'm going to have to swerve this one slightly round the black to hit that red, because Helen's accidentally snookered it. Oh, and he's done it!
But
incredible trick
to
shot.
no avail. You are touching ball on the pink.
I think the dog has farted, and it's very strong smell in this end of the table, at the bulk end.
Look at that.
That's a lovely...
Nestled around
beautiful.
the other red.
A classic shot by Helen, just cannoned the red.
Beautiful. Now,
that's from all your time
pink,
playing billiards.
This pink would be a no-brainer if the wall wasn't in the way.
Just empties you wearing slippers.
And on socks.
Glamorous frock and slippers. Wonderful.
The camera will never see those, though. Right.
Well.
This is not easy when you've got a wall in the way.
Watch out for that thermostat.
See? At least I
But you
touched
made
it.
contact with the pink, and the white really did hug that cushion with the slope. Right, so I'm looking to
Oh,
get...
I got one there, didn't I?
Yeah,
I don't
round
think you've
the
been
table
putting my
here.
points
I
up.
have been putting all your points on. Oh, in and out.
Waggled in the jaws, that one.
Waggled in the jaws. Misread there by Rouse. The scores currently, we should be doing... Helen's on 17, Rouse is on 23.
Very long red.
Long red off the cushion for Helen. This will be pot of the championship if it goes in.
Oh.
She's gone in off. 4 away. So 27 Rouse moves. 10 into the lead there. 2 reds remaining on the table. It's an exciting... I tell you, it's a high quality game of snooker, isn't it?
Aside from the fact that all the balls end up down the one end. No. No chance.
Miss pocket. There we go. Misread by Rouse there for our audio listeners.
It's turned into a slightly more messy game now.
Still, but most of the... Oh, what a great end-to-end shot at the championship. Shot at the championship. It's why I fell in love with her. A long red right down the cushion by Rutter.
Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS. Sending out an SOS.
Tremendous.
Oh, what am I going to do
Actually, we
here?
look like pros because the ball colours are still on the spots. Blue's on its spot, just the black and the pink have been unspotted, so I imagine you can probably clear that up to put the colours away in order, can't you?
No, I'm going to have to go with the brown.
Brown,
In that middle pocket.
middle pocket, brown to the middle pocket.
No.
Rutter's missed that by about 7 inches.
But you haven't put my scores on
No,
again. You've not been putting my
I was
scores
waiting
on.
until the end of the break. No, I have. I'll give you the full footage of the game afterwards.
That you fart. That is
I
the
farted
reason
and put
you missed
myself
that
off.
Shot.
Missed red and a foul and a miss. Helen Runner.
5 and a miss.
4.
So I'm on 22. You're on 27.
Yeah, 22-27. Getting down to the wire here in the kitchen. And again impeded by the recipe books there.
Oh.
It's working round that. That's it could still go in. Could still. So I'm going to attempt to bounce it off the cushion and get it to go with the slope and hop back into that middle bucket. I can do this. This will be a trick shot.
No.
Come on. Come on. Oh, nearly.
Good attempt.
Right, so you could run that
I
right
can roll
down.
that
You know
straight
that that's
down.
going to roll straight down the cushions with the slope. Long red for Rutter, perfect.
Oh!
Oh, robbed!
It's
Stop moving!
it's so.
Very unlucky. Very much like Ronnie O'Sullivan, I'm going to play left-handed because I can play with both ways round.
You know my bon mot
Yeah, see Bon Mott.
about Ronnie O'Sullivan.
What's that?
That I think he'd make a marvellous Heathcliff.
Oh, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be honest, you really fancy him.
I know. I don't really
no, it's
fancy
okay,
him.
you do. If
I
you say
just
Jimmy
think
Heathcliff, that means you fancy
He
him.
would make a marvellous Heathcliff.
Yeah, but because that means...
Standing on the moors,
That means you fancy
drenched and topless.
Yeah. So basically, that means you fancy him. And that's okay. He's a charismatic guy. And he's a troubled soul as well.
Yeah, there's raw.
He's brilliant, yeah. But that does mean you fancy him. That's like if I said, oh, I imagine...
No, I added the topless for comedic effect for our dear listeners.
Okay. I wasn't going to take the top off my sports person. I was going to leave them fully clothed. But I was going to have them drenched on a moor. But mine was a lot more wholesome. Oh! You little tinker!
Yes.
Full length black there.
Well, that's what we used to do, isn't it? After
Break
we
of
had
eight.
our turbo shandy,
Yeah.
just before you're about to pot, I would accidentally
Touch
brush your bottom with the MIQ
You would.
to put you off.
Yeah. And then occasionally, if you were bending over the table, like Kevin Costner, I might help you with the shot. I come around and help
It's
you.
before we were even an item.
Well, yeah, but that was before we'd even kissed, wasn't it?
Do you
Yeah.
remember when we fell over in the street outside our house?
I do remember we fell over in the street. So I mentioned it in that song I wrote for you, didn't I?
I don't remember the song you wrote for me.
Fell over in the street. It was called. Song. Do you remember the song?
No.
Ooh.
That-
Oh!
That was good.
That's good to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
That kind of
10.
stuff
Rose.
doesn't leave you. Rice. No, yellow's staying down now because we're on the colour.
Oh!
Yeah.
We're
So
still on the red.
No, we're rifling through this rain. Oh, I'm looking to clear up there. So it's 10,
10.
37. You're 15 behind.
3.
Not anymore. 3. This is tense. So there is.
Oh,
How many's on the table?
Hang on.
Good going. So I'll put you 3 on. 25 plays 37.
Oh,
How many's
can
on
I
the
do it?
table? 13, 18 is 22 on the table.
Fine, it's easily doable.
Right, this is a tricky brown, this one.
Oh,
He's overcut it as if that was possible. There we go. So, Rotter.
Oops.
Rotter, in off the brown.
Oh no.
That she might struggle to come back from this now that Rouse has got
Oh
extra
no.
4 points and using the slope to pop this brown in down the cushion. Here we go.
And we've only got 5 minutes. Oh dear.
That's left it wide open. I didn't take the slope into account. Missed the brown wildly. Rotter moves in for the kill. 4.
Oops, I went a bit hard on that. I've gone too
Gentle-
far from the
gentle
blue.
kiss on the blue there. Helen Rudder, 4. So 29 plays 41. So if I put the blue down,
We've gone to maths again.
yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
Why all games got maths in?
It's fucking shit, isn't it? What game's got maths in? I think you're fucking right. Fucking maths is shit, isn't it?
No, but it kind of does in our argument that you never use maths in real life. Actually, you do.
Yeah, well, no, we said though, didn't we, that you only have to do adding up, taking away, timesing by, and shared by. That's all you need for maths in the world, isn't it?
Go on.
Everything else, bullshit. It's what. Oh, that would have put the game out of Helen's reach.
Would it?
Yeah, she's back in the hunt now.
Right. Oops.
Oh, she snookered me. Almost. Little tinker. Right, I'm tucked up against the fridge here. It's tough to get the full queuing power, but I managed to fluke one in off. But Helen's got the chance
This
now
blue.
to put the colours away, to seal the match.
No! No! It's been really against me.
It rattled across the jaws there.
Stupid.
But that corner of the table is absolutely bob level. So this to take the game out of Helen's reach. Firehouse. I'm putting a winking blue. Put that away there. 5. Now I'm really up against the radiator
I
here,
can't
Helen.
win, can
I can't do anything with this angle here from the radiator, Helen. Look.
I? But I can't win though, can I? Or can I?
Well, you might do because I can't hit the pink because of the radiator.
Well,
I've hit it. Right. You need a snooker or a foul.
do I?
Yeah. So I've got about 8 minutes. Have you put my 5 on?
No.
It's 46. 46. Now I will play the winking pink, which sounds rude. But what we did when I was trying to cut Helen was when we potting the balls at the end, we'd line it up, then look at each other and wink at each other.
Did we make that up?
Yeah, the winking black rule, yeah.
Did
I did it on the Friday Night Project. Jimmy Carr said, do the winking black thing for Neil Morrissey because we were having a lads time down the pub.
Drinking pints.
Drinking pints and playing pool. Yeah. It's so silly, isn't it? Television. Right, here we go. Oh, I missed it!
That was because of all your winking.
Only winking. Right. Can you snooker me with just 2 balls on the table,
I'm
Helen?
not trying to snook you.
Oh my days, what a pot! Look how she developed the black. She's going down fighting. She's going down potting. What a finish by Rutter. 13 points at the end there. which takes Helen to 32, 42. There was only 4 points in it. Rouse
That
wins
was good.
by 4 points. What an exciting championship it's been. Thanks for joining us on Date Night Podcast Snooker Live. What a show it's been. What a frame of snooker that was. An exhibition of snooker from both players. I think you'll agree. Rutter there, showing a real class there. Right at the end there, potting right to the death.
Remember to support the podcast by going to patreon.com/Rob Rouse. Loads of stuff on there to make you laugh all week. Just me being a tit and mucking around with Helen and putting funny sketches and shit like that. Patreon.com/Rob Rouse.